So update, have to leave our baby Berlin at the animal hospital, and they're doing some more tests, and they are keeping Berlin overnight. Just wanted to know what we were doing.
Shakes for the memories.
We're getting ready to leave our very first Harvest Host, which was a delightful experience. And our Harvey is ready, Chuck the truck is ready. We had just a beautiful time here, uneventful, nice space. We would definitely recommend it, and we would come back again if we were ever in the Greenfield area. So we are heading out. We're gonna go to our next Harvest Host. Stay tuned.
What's going on?
We have little Berlin in the doctor's office because he stopped breathing and he was lethargic and coughing and scary. So we have him here as an emergency to see. We're going to take x-rays and he may have pneumonia. He has a fever. So we'll see. So update, have to leave our baby Berlin at the animal hospital, and they're doing some more tests, and we had to cancel our Harvest Host for tonight because we're not going to make it, and they'll probably they are keeping Berlin overnight. We just will have information in a couple hours. So we found a Love's truck stop about 12 miles from here that has some
Take the exit.
So we're actually going to go to a Love's truck stop. We're going to get full hookup and dump our tanks and all that. And
In Berlin, they're keeping him in for, they think he has pneumonia, but they don't know. It might be pneumonia, but it might be a heart thing.
They're looking more like it's a heart thing.
But they're saying either way, they think it would be good to keep him in overnight and put him on oxygen because his respiratory rate is fast. So
anyway, we'll update you on that more later. Just wanted to know what we were doing. So we're at the Love's RV stop, and it's brand new. I think it just opened, and so he's inside. I made reservations real quick, like on the way here. Really had no clue. How'd you pick out your site? It's not a luxurious stop or anything like that. When we go through the gate here, we'll be able to see what it's like. But we're gonna check out a brand new Love's RV stop. What'd you find out?
Whole bunch of things. So far, I'm liking it.
Okay. No frills, but it's brand new. And if I'd have realized, I would have gotten it over here.
Yeah, you can.
There wasn't a fence in the pictures.
Yeah.
We're facing the freeway.
So we were
of
going
this one.
all the way around and then coming into 7 right there.
It's all good. You get to have a view of, along with us,
Yeah.
the whole park.
So yeah, that right there is where we are,
Yeah.
and it is pull through.
Oh, good.
And since it is pull through, like, and since we're the first one on the pull through, we won't be blocking anything, so we can just park out in the lane.
Little play area.
Wow.
They have a community fire pit right there. Francis is anxious to find our spot.
This must be gravelly because it's like,
Is it spinning?
no, it's like trying to pull.
Wow, there's no trees overhead, so we don't have to worry about that. The truck stays on the other side.
Yeah, straight.
It's very narrow.
Yeah. Oh, and it really drops off there. Okay, I would like for you to get out.
Okay, try another angle.
We just finished our first night at the Love's RV. RV stop, I think they call it. There's not many people here. Like, I would totally recommend it if you're out like we were and had to make a last minute stop. And we looked it up. There were 38 spots here in Normal, Illinois, outside of Bloomington. Comfortable. I could personally use more grass. Pea gravel is kind of, but it, it's better than just dirt. The one thing I've noticed, it doesn't feel like the people who designed the Love's RV stop, it doesn't feel like they've done RVing before. So like, you have this weird thing where, to our neighbors who aren't here, but their picnic area and their fire pit is literally 5 feet from my sewer. Ugh. Like, can you imagine if you were sitting around doing s'mores and your neighbor decided to empty their black tank? Like, it's kind of disgusting. And then ours actually doesn't have, our side has lots of green, which that's why we got it, because we weren't going to use a picnic table. But there's no picnic table. No, they just sort of forgot about us. But it served its purpose. And now we head on to Chippewa Falls. So to even talk about it is going to set me up for a lot of criticism and affirmation and all that. But I'm going to just show you what I did. When you back flush your black tank, you're supposed to have a separate hose and all that, so you can avoid getting any backflow into your drinking water hose and everything. But then there's this weird thing that you attach that black water hose to the exact same water source. And so I'm thinking, so what's the difference of 10 feet or 30 feet or whatever? So what I went and did is backflow protector, and I installed it. With disconnects, I switched my water hose from that to that. Figure no black water is getting into my freshwater hose. I just checked it, actually inadvertently. I switched it over and forgot to turn on the water again. And then when I turned it on at that valve, the little water sprung out of all those little holes, which means that water was coming back out of there, and it didn't get into my hose. It did its job. So I'm satisfied that I'm not violating some stupidity here, even though I am sure some of you are going to have harsh words for me. And someone's going to say, just make sure you sanitize it all the time. I don't like drinking poop water, so I think I'm safe. Trying to make sure we don't drink poop water or pee water. And I also just want to say, if anyone is putting 2 and 2 together, I'm making these sorts of, I don't know, lighthearted videos right now, and it's 12 hours since, maybe 14 hours since we said goodbye to little Berlin. Our hearts are grieving. They are heavy. Me being frivolous about something is just a part of how I put things in perspective. Man, it's amazing how quickly a little puppy can just grab you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We just left our first Love's travel stop. It was a pleasant stay.
Stay was like that. But we're in the Greenfield. check his blood sugar and stuff.
And do x-rays and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was a long, complicated evening. Lots of phone calls and tears.
Well, we were waiting in the little vet's office. We were waiting there. They asked whether we wanted him to do some more tests. We said yes. And they said, you can wait here if you want, or we can call you. But they were suggesting that he probably stay in overnight. So we decided we would get
We needed a place to stay for the night.
Right. We had been trying to get up into Wisconsin. So we found the Loves. And that served our needs real well. But even when we checked into the Loves, like we were planning on maybe like in the morning go back. He's had fluids. He's good to go. He has, like we were thinking he had pneumonia, and we were gonna go back in the morning and get a prescription for antibiotics and stuff and be on our way. Like that's totally what we were thinking.
And then they called us while we were setting up. I was actually called and gave us some other news and had to talk about some things. And they called back kind of like with an urgency. And anyway, it's a really long story.
Without getting into the details, he had congenital defects in his organs, and
he was failing very fast. They didn't think he was going to make it.
And in addition to that, whatever was going on with his blood sugar and his oxygen, his respiratory rate, and like just
So he
suddenly
couldn't breathe. The
organ, he just crashed.
We went back to the vet and we were able to hold him. And he just struggled so much to just breathe.
He had to have oxygen. Just
It was so heartbreaking. I was saying that this is definitely up in the top 10 of terrible days in my life, for sure. We only had him for 5 days. He just took our hearts. He was just the sweetest soul, and he will be very missed. But we have this guy who I gave a special bone today, so he's loving life right now.
showing off his butt.
Yeah. Says leave me alone, I chew my bone. Anyway, we wanted to just give you an update on that. And at least today is a grief day, but we're traveling on and we're going to make it to Wisconsin tonight. Keep you posted there. We're actually parking Harvey for a while. We'll tell you the details of what we're going to do. It'll be kind of fun. So,
But just to maybe say the obvious, it feels weird to video this, but what we're doing, this is our life, RV life. Like, what is it to your sprain?
yeah.
And like just things going wrong, and I think all of us wish that life was just one smile after another. We have so many smiles and so many good times.
Especially because we get to do what we love to do. We're traveling and all that. It's just wonderful.
We feel so blessed,
Yeah.
so blessed.
But that doesn't take life away. Life still happens.
Right. We were just talking this morning. It's like Lord gives, the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. We don't like it, but we thank God for the 5 days we had with Earl, and that was a blessing. Other people didn't get that blessing. He's almost 10 weeks old.